Good evening, I'm Bret. President Obama is trying to convince Americans he is part of the solution, not part of the problem of skyrocketing gasoline prices. Gas jumped another penny a gallon overnight. The national average is now $3.82 a gallon. Near-month crude oil lost 32 cents to close at $105.11 a barrel. Senior White House Foreign Affairs correspondent Wendell Goler tells us how the president is defending himself.
At a community college outside Washington, President Obama took on his energy critics by noting domestic oil production is the highest in 8 years.
So do not tell me that we're not drilling. We're drilling all over this country.
The recent spike in gasoline prices seems to be overtaking debt and the jobless rate as Mr. Obama's biggest political headache. And though economists say in the short term prices are largely out of his control, a new Fox poll suggests most people disapprove of the way he's handling the situation. And that gives more fuel to the Republicans who want his job.
He held off drilling in the Gulf. He held off drilling out of Anwar. He said no to the Keystone Pipeline from Canada.
Aides deny the president and British Prime Minister Cameron have agreed to release oil from their country's reserves, but not that they discussed it. Meanwhile, with the Obama campaign set to unveil a film showcasing the Affordable Care Act as one of the president's major achievements, the latest Fox poll suggests most people want it changed or repealed altogether, something else Republicans eagerly take advantage of.
But Obamacare is a nightmare. If you look at the most recent example of the cost of the program, I think it's already gone up by something like 70% in projected cost, and it hasn't even been implemented yet.
Actually, a Congressional Budget Office update projects health care spending will be less than it predicted last year. But the wild disparity in claims about the cost of the measure has been the norm since Mr. Obama proposed it. Keeping the issue alive is one more way Republicans hope to make the 2012 election a referendum on Mr. Obama. But Vice President Biden says the election's about choice, and not just the choice Republicans seem to be finding it difficult to make about who will lead them.
A choice between a system that's rigged and a system that's fair. A system that trusts the workers on the line instead of listening to the folks up in the suites. Folks, that's the choice. It's a stark choice. And in my mind, it's not even a close call.
Biden was officially on the campaign trail today in Toledo, Ohio, but the president's speech was a policy event, even though it looked a lot like a campaign appearance. Aides say despite the looks, Mr. Obama's still focused on his job.
I still maintain that the president is still spending the vast preponderance of his time on his official duties.
The president passed the 100 mark on fundraisers earlier this month. So far, that's roughly twice the pace of his predecessor in Mr. Bush's re-election bid. Bret?
Wendell Goler live on the North Lawn. Wendell, thank you.